Hello friends, I'm Gaurav Yadav. Welcome to channel Mahabalak, where you can watch entertaining and inspiring stories.
Hello Earthlings, I'm Time.
In the last episode, you saw my electromagnetic umbrella. It has been stolen.
Ooh.
If any of you know who might have stolen it, please let me know in the comments below. We saw that Pandu defeated all the kings. When he was hunting in the forest, he mistakenly killed a rishi in deer's form. The rishi cursed Pandu. After receiving this curse, Pandu retired to the forest with his wives Kunti and Madri. One day, Pandu revealed to Kunti his lament that they had no children and probably would never have any because of the curse. Kunti replied, "When I was a child in my father's home, a fearsome Brahman called Rishi Durvasa came as a guest. I was appointed to look after him. He was pleased with my service and as a boon gave me a mantra which I can use to summon any god, and they would have to grant me a son. Perhaps Rishi Durvasa could foresee that I am going to need such a mantra in future." Pandu was thrilled and asked Kunti to immediately summon god Dharma. A son granted by Dharma would never do adharma. What Kunti hid from Pandu was the fact that she had already tested the mantra by reciting it once before her marriage to Pandu. She had summoned Surya, the sun god. He had appeared before her and insisted on granting her a son as per the boon. Kunti got scared. The son was born and he was wearing Kavach Kundal, natural body armor and earrings. Kunti put the newborn in a wooden box along with riches and floated the box on the river. The box was found by a Sut, a charioteer called Adhirath. He brought the newborn home and along with his wife Radha brought him up. Because he was found with riches, they named him Vasusen, which means one born with riches. The boy grew up to be a fearsome warrior called Karna. But that was to happen in the future. In the present, Kunti followed the rites taught by Rishi Durvasa and chanted the mantra. God Dharma duly arrived and blessed her with a son. When the son was born, an invisible voice was heard.
He will be supreme among those who uphold Dharma. He will be a famous king, renowned in the three worlds.
This son was Yudhishthir. Pandu was greatly pleased. He told Kunti, "The greatest thing for Kshatriyas is strength. So ask for a son who has got great strength." Kunti chanted the mantra again and invoked Vayu, the wind god, who is renowned for his strength. This time, when a son was born, the invisible voice said,
This son will be the strongest of the strong.
This son was Bhim. After he was born, an extraordinary event happened. Once, Kunti fell asleep with Bhim in her lap. Due to a tiger's roar, Kunti was startled and Bhim fell from her lap onto the mountain. Bhim was unhurt, but the mountain broke into 100 pieces. Bhim's body was as hard as Vajra, Indra's thunderbolt.
By the way, Duryodhan was born the same day that Bhim was born.
Okay. Now Pandu started thinking, how can I obtain a son who is the best in all worlds? Indra is the best of gods and he can provide such a son. Pandu started doing tapasya, penance to please Indra. He stood on one leg for 1 year. Finally, Indra appeared before him and agreed to grant a son who will destroy all his enemies. On Pandu's instructions, Kunti invoked Indra and Arjun was born. The invisible voice said,
He will be invincible In Valor, he will be the equal of Vishnu and Parshurama.
Pandu was greedy for more sons and asked Kunti to use the mantra again, but Kunti flatly refused. One day, Madri spoke to Pandu. Even though I am superior to Kunti, I have always been regarded as inferior. I have not grieved on hearing that Gandhari has given birth to 100 sons, but Kunti and I should be equal. She has sons, while I do not. If you ask her, she will let me use the mantra too. Pandu asked Kunti, who agreed. Kunti instructed Madri, who invoked the two Ashwins and got Nakul and Sahadev. After some time, Pandu asked Kunti to let Madri use the mantra once more, but Kunti refused, saying, I was a fool to not realize that you could obtain 2 sons at once by invoking 2 gods. If I let Madri use the mantra once more, she may get more sons than me. Therefore, do not command me again. The story of how the Kauravas were born is even more unique. It sounds almost like science fiction. Once, Krishna Dvapayan, our beloved author, came to Hastinapur. He was tired and hungry. Gandhari gave him food to eat and a bed to rest. Satisfied, he gave Gandhari a boon that she will have 100 sons. When Gandhari was pregnant, her pregnancy went on for 2 years, but no child was born. Meanwhile, in the forest, Kunti gave birth to Yudhishthir. When Gandhari heard this news, she became very angry because she had been expecting her son to be the eldest prince and be the future king. In her anger, she violently struck her belly and fainted with the pain. A mass of flesh came out. Just then, Krishnadvapayan arrived there. He told Gandhari that his words could never be false and she will have 100 sons. Gandhari also wanted a daughter. Krishnadvapayan asked the servants to quickly bring 101 pots and fill them with ghee, clarified butter. He also asked the servants to sprinkle cool water on the mass of flesh. The mass of flesh divided itself into 101 pieces. Those pieces were put into those pots and hidden in a carefully selected and guarded secret place. Krishnadvapayan instructed Gandhari on how much time must elapse before the pots were broken open. In due course of time, 100 sons and one daughter were born. It almost seems like our Krishnadvapayan knew the technology to produce test tube babies.
Let me tell you the names of the 100 Kauravas. Duryodhan, Yuyutsu, Dushasan, Dusaha, Dushal, Jalasan, Sama, Saha, Virinda, Anuvirinda, Durdharsha, Subahu, Dushpradarsh.